So this is my video on the guitar effects pedal board and the amplifier. So to start off with, here's the guitar board. We've got the guitar plugged in. As you can see, they're all lined up in a certain order. And at the back, we have the power cords, which all join together on one and then into the wall. And they are linked together through patch leads. You can have your guitar effects in any order you like, but some ways work better than others, and this is a really good way of doing it. So we started off with the tuner first. It's really good to have one of these tuners because when you're playing on stage, it cuts out the signal, and you can just play straight away and no one can hear what you're doing. And it becomes before all the effects, because if you've got distortion going through there, it'll distort the note that you're trying to tune to. After that, we have the wah-wah pedal. The wah-wah pedal bends the envelope up and down and gives it that sort of wah sound. This comes before the distortion. And it basically affects the guitar tone. And again, if you had that before the tuner, you wouldn't be able to tune properly. It would be all distorted. After that, we have the overdrives, distortions, and fuzzes. This one here is the overdrive. It creates like a fuzz effect almost, and distortions and fuzzes are all kind of like a similar sort of envelope shaping things. And then after that one, we have the triangle buff, which is the fuzz. That's just the way they work best together when you have them in that order. And the next pedal, we have the modulation effects. These are phasers, vibes, and flangers, and also choruses and tremolos. It can also include flangers, but many prefer them right at the front with phasers. The specific order of the modulation effects is probably the least important, as these can be placed in any order. After that one, we have the delay, which is this pedal here, and then we have the reverb. Now, delay and reverb are very similar. Reverb is a very bunched up version of a delay, very short timing. And these come at the very end. If you have them at the very beginning, you're going to have a long delay or the clean signal going through to distortion, and it would sound pretty terrible. But at the end, you can get quite good sounds with the sound effects running through them to create really good sort of solos and that sort of thing. And these are all connected to the amplifier. They can be connected to the front of the amp, which comes before the overdrive on the amplifier. So technically you're then adding an overdrive to the mix with the amplifier, or you can plug it into the back of the amp, which overloops the overdrive and it keeps it clean then. And that